Fuck it. We'll give you 2. There's sausage. The slippery sausage.
I see that. I would play with him, but I think he also gets entertainment by my failed plans of trucking in this game. So. Right, sausage.
Good.
What's wrong, slippery sausage?
I wanna die.
No way, same.
Oh. Same.
I wanna fucking die.
Dude, I just spent like a good 3 hours on the road today.
Fun.
In total.
I spent like 8 hours on my feet.
Like, yeah, I was gonna say, well, I hiked for like 5 hours, so. Tell me which one's worse.
Concrete for 8 hours.
I got 8.
Had that. Been there, done that.
Great 8 hours.
In Magic.
We will be rewarded. He will come for us.
Why is Lotion playing Ape Sex Legends?
Ape sex? I don't know why he's playing with ape sex.
What's everybody doing?
Lotion's having sex with apes, apparently.
So, nothing really new.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is he's being an onion.
Fuck!
I feel like I feel like you might as well just at this point soundboard it. Just like
soundboard what?
He doesn't have
screaming,
to.
Fuck.
He doesn't have to soundboard. He doesn't have to soundboard onion because it's on the same time.
No, what we need to soundboard is Bean's fucking creepy ass laugh when he asks if we need a ride.
You right?
That fucking laugh is just the creepiest damn thing.
The funniest thing was it was also funny too when you slow it down. You know when it's like need a ride. But no, it's not just that beat. It's need a ride. You know, when I start laughing, it sounds like air leaving out your tire.
Dude, I was driving and I spent like at least 10 minutes of the drive just watching my friends play Switch next to me. Probably not the safest idea, but you know.
I remember when I was at a family reunion for my stepdad's side of the family there, and I was talking to some people there, and one of the guys like, yeah, you know, when I get home from work, you know, I'm just so lazy, I'll just watch you play video games. I don't even want to play them.
I'll tell you what to do, you just do it for me.
Yeah. Hang on. Yep.
Dude, we went, and what the place we went, one of the like pretty much the main trail was closed, and so we were walking up one of the we were about to start walking up one of the other trails, and then we just see this like family of like 20 Amish people. I'm not even kidding when I say like 20. Dude, they literally all just piled out of the main trail, and we're like, and literally it's gated off and everything, and we literally all just look at each other, and we're like,
hi.
We literally all just looked at each other and were like, yeah, no, we're going down the main trail. And so we went down the main trail and there was literally nobody on it. It was mad nice.
Oh! So, Savage, I was playing War Thunder last night.
That's not his name!
Wait, what is this?
Slipper Sausage was playing War Thunder last night.
Oh. Fucking me.
Yeah, gee.
Yeah. And, I had one of those moments where, and I don't know what happened. It was just one of those beautiful moments of the entire enemy team being retarded. I was sitting in the corner watching. I look behind me and there's like 4 or 5 enemy tanks just driving right by me, and not a one of them looks back, and I'm like, don't
Free
look at
kills.
me. I'm like, don't look at me.
I
don't
wouldn't
look
have
at me,
fired.
don't look at
You
me.
would have been killed immediately if you fired.
I didn't fire. I didn't move my turret. I just sat and was like, I am a bush.
Oh, were you a bush? Were you being a bush bitch?
No, actually, I was hiding
you
next
playing
to a building
Fortnite?
and trying to be a bush.
No,
the middle of the
literally,
city.
it's bad. There are bush decorations that you can put in the front on the front of your tank, to the point where it literally looks like you're just a bush on the map.
Okay, the funniest part of this. You know what tank I was in? That
probably
should be
in
able to be spotted by anything.
You're in your turtle.
I was in the FD 4005.
How are you not seen? That thing is literally a house on top of the tank treads.
I don't know
When
how.
I say
but
a house, I mean this man is practically driving an RV on tank treads.
I turned
So what you're
around.
telling me is they built a tank around the turret. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
It has a 183 millimeter cannon on it.
It's
Literally, that thing is literally the size of
basically,
like a battleship cannon.
It has a battleship cannon on it with a 40-second reload. Or 33 seconds with it. I turned around, went down, saw where they were going, fired my one shell, backed out and ran. And all I saw in chat was, because he said in chat, he was like, how did no one ever see this guy?
I mean, yeah, they're pretty retarded for that. It's not like you're inconspicuous or anything. You don't even blend in with your environment. Inconceivable.
That's funny because when I was at work today, we were joking with my coworkers were joking around about like the Mel Brooks movies and that, and then he's like, always like we were talking about Robin Hood Men in Tights, and one of my coworkers was like, I always get that one confused with that other one with what's that one? You killed my father, prepared to die. It's Princess Bride. Yeah, that one. So then we just like walked by, we were saying random quotes like I don't know if you've seen Robin Hood Men in Tights or anything, but when he's when like the guys the priest was walking up to marry the sheriff and the maid Marion, and he was like, they're like, "Hey Abbott, hate that guy." So every time I'm on a coworker, I just be like, "Hey Abbott," just to annoy the crap out of him. Oh, it was fun.
One of these days, you're gonna hear him go, "I hate that guy." You're like, yes.
Oh, he said it too. It was funny because then our other coworker was like, "What?" He's like, "Oh, Robin Hood, Men in Tights." Oh yeah, I love that movie. Oh, it was so fun.
Your men in tights. Tights.
No, you should have told your coworker you wore tights to work one day.
We roam around the forest looking for fights.
Well, I was telling a story about when I was working with my dad and we did like lead abatements and stuff. We had to wear these like Oompa Loompa like suits and respirators and everything because of the lead paint and shit. A coworker, one of our people in the training group walked in at the worst time because I'm like, yeah, it's like the middle of summer, like stripped down your underwear in those suits. It is just, you're sweating so bad. She walked in right and said, strip down your underwear. She's like, did I walk in on something really? I walked on a weird conversation, so I had to explain it to her what we were talking about.
Dude, I'm ready to go back to work. My money's going away. It's disappearing very quickly.
I actually get paid tomorrow now for my last week, so
Must be nice.
yeah. Especially when I'm up now $18.90 an hour.
It's kind of funny. They're actually finally starting to take our temps at work.
Oh, we had a case of COVID at my work now, but I mean, they said they said in the newsletter when 42% of the county works at one building. You know, it's bound to happen.
Oh, the other thing too, that Savage had one of those moments where like the tiny, the ASU 57.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of those came up on me, and I just ran him over.
See,
I ran him over.
That thing by running him over, can't you?
Flipped him over, and just did. You know what I was doing with the ZIS 30 with my KV2?
I think.
Yeah,
oh, he's
I
towed him
literally
around.
I wasn't even towing him. I was literally pushing this fucker
Pushing
around,
him around.
and 4 of his teammates shot him.
Dude,
I
see
see-
how
I see it
that's a
in
way
the-
to avoid getting hit right there.
I see in the chat, he's like, "Stop fucking shooting me!" And someone was like, "How did you manage this?" And I'm like, "Don't ask questions. Just shoot your teammate more and let me kill you."
That thing is literally like a tank the size of the oppressor. That's how I imagine it.
I'll see you guys later.
Alright, see you, little Jubby.
Adios, Veep. Or not Veep,
I'm taking a nap here and I'll
I don't want that.
back.
Sadly, this will not allow me to prolong their suffering. It's the little things, really.
Here you go.
Oh,
I don't know if Veef wants to, if he comes over here at all, Bean, but if he wanted to, we could join on Veef's game for a bit and help him out and get trucks and upgrades and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done so much in mine already, like, I think he pretty much, he went out and scouted out pretty much all of Island Lake and left, like, I think I got one upgrade part I had to go find there after he was already through it, so
Oh.
figured it'd be good for us to go and help him out.
Yeah.
I mean, I got plenty of trucks to help too, so
Well, I'm
I
pretty
just
sure
need to get a
upgrade
lift
parts,
kit.
don't they carry over?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but like he finds them in my game and I get them there.
Yeah. And then he gets
Yeah.
them too.
Does he?
Yeah. I think he has to buy them, but
Yeah, he has to buy them. I'm saying like we can go and get them free on his there. We can find them.
not exactly expensive
Yeah,
I would like your help, Bean, though, because I'm trying to get the Hummer out of the. In Alaska, I'm trying to get it out of the lake.
What, you think I
don't
can't
have
do it?
off-road. Best bud, the moment you attach to it, it's gonna go flipping off to the fucking other side of the map, and I'm gonna be going like, "What the fuck did you do?"
Hey, all that happened
After
when
what
I towed
happened
my
last
Hummer
night-
out of the water is that my game
Really
crashed, Bean got kicked out to the menu, and I lost the truck for a week, okay? That's all that happened.
Yeah,
After what happened last night, Pippa, I don't know if I'd want you with my thing either.
Yeah, what was going on last night again? Oh, I was in the
Dude,
service trailer and the freaking service trailer and trying to get that Caterpillar. Oh god, yeah, now I remember.
You got stuck how many times?
Oh yeah, and then I got stuck trying to pull that other truck through the trees there because I drove through the thickest patch of them trying to get it out. And then I had the one plan that worked, and you were disappointed.
I'm disappointed at the fact that it didn't fail, because it was how stupid it was.
Yeah, what I did, Bean, is I had the Western Star out to go grab my service trailer because I paid like $8 grand for that service trailer, and I'm like, I'm not leaving it there. I'm gonna sell it because I don't have a lot of money now. So when I went to go get it back, I attached the trailer and then I used the winch from the trailer to the Caterpillar to pull that along with me.
My game's set
And
up,
then
by the way.
I was like, okay, well that's yeah. I'm gonna go get I'm like Pedro Bay right now. I'm gonna go get one more truck here, and then I'll come over there. So I'm just gonna go get this like special military truck, and then I'm come over.
Target is airborne.
But yeah, I can get a military truck here, so I'm gonna go do that quick, and then I'll join you. So gotta make sure I retain all my stuff.
Bitch.
Yeah.
So were you two the ones that were gonna re-download Destiny? Or am I thinking of something?
I plan to, but I
did.
need to go buy the disc.
Disc. Yeah.
Otherwise, it's basically worthless for me to re-download it because I wouldn't be able to have access to like most of the content.
Yeah, that's fair. But you did, Papa?
I already did.
Yeah.
Alright, I gotta go eat, and then I'm gonna finish doing the Gorod Krovi Easter egg.
Bitch.
Oh wait, he's doing the Easter
Bitch
egg?
ass.
Dude, you're doing the Easter egg?
Is it actually doable?
Yeah, they fixed it a while ago, but we tried doing it and it just we
Murphy's
didn't do
Law.
so very.
3 from my game, my stuff here, because it was way too big, took up way too much space for what I used it for. So,
Boy, Alaska really demands that you have a fucking off-road truck, don't it?
yep, because I just flipped my Lodestar into a ditch here.
I might as well try and get some of these upgrade parts.
Yeah, I actually have my Lodestar out in Pedro Bay right now to get this. So, did I tell you how I got this thing back, by the way, Wolf?
How'd you do it?
So I was trying to go out and get the lift kit in Island Lake for the Kodiak, you know?
Mhm.
Flipped 4 trucks in the process of getting out there. Got really pissed off and just spammed buttons on my controller. And I broke the in-game map so badly that, like, text, that, like, items in the list, you know, were overlapping. And it showed me where every single thing in the map was, even if I didn't have it unlocked yet.
Huh.
So, show me where my Lodestar was, so I took a screenshot, reloaded up the game, and drove over there and got it back, so. Oh, and also I sold the Scout 800 because I hate that thing.
I don't blame you. I told you it wasn't a good thing.
Mm-hmm. That was originally what I used to go out and get the suspension part. And that was the first truck I flipped, and I got so pissed off I just retained it and sold it.
I think it's kind of crazy how the towers actually got quite a lot of people in it.
I'm telling you, dude. More people started playing D1 when it went on, like when the entire expansion sold for $10. I'm thinking that's when so many people bought it and downloaded it. Because they sold everything the game had at one point for $10.
Which is very worth the price you pay.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad they don't support it. You know, honestly, I'd be okay with them dropping Destiny 2 as a whole and just like renew support for the first game for a while. Like you don't have to add anything big, but like run Crucible and like events and stuff again.
Where's a good place to get metal planks in Alaska? Oh, the factory, okay. Ugh.
So when he finishes if he finishes the Gorog Kirby Easter egg, are we just gonna skip and do Revelations with him?
I don't know. I don't have it downloaded.
Oh, that's right.
I quit giving a shit when they just took over a year to fix that Easter egg.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
I'm not saying that. I would love to finish all of the Black Ops 3 Easter eggs, but not at the extent of trying to. Because I'd love to see Gorod Krovi. I'd love to see the True Revelations Easter egg. You know, because, yeah, Black Ops 3 Zombies, I think, and, you know, Bean and I will disagree on this, but I still think Black Ops 3 Zombies was the best zombies we ever had.
Dude, me and him had like a 20-minute argument about this the other day. Like, I think it was like
And I'm not going to say that Black Ops 4 Zombies didn't do things better in some ways, but I just felt, and you know, yeah, shit was broken as fuck in Black Ops 3, don't get me wrong. The Gobblegums were just inherently broken, some of them, but some days that was just fun to
Dude,
go
the
in
way
and not have to
I-
fucking worry about it.
The way I saw it was they were there, yeah, but you didn't actually have to use them. That's why I hate when people make that argument. Like, yeah, they were there.
But and then with Black Ops 4, it does feel like you have to use the elixirs to get anything done sometimes.
I don't know. If I had to pick between 3 and 4, I think I would take Beanside and go with 4. Like, I understand that you don't have to use the Gobblegums, but when they're there, literally your best round means nothing. Because you can set up with certain... You can set up with, like, Power Vacuum and other stuff like that, and just go as long as you want to. Like, me and Bean, more often than not in Black Ops 3, when we died in zombies, we were wanting to quit. Because we were just there for so long.
And that's understandable.
And I preferred Black Ops 4 system because, yeah, the elixirs were there to help you, and they weren't as powerful, but they were just little buffs here and there. Like, say you wanted to skip a certain step or something, and just say, okay, I want to just get by this door quickly. Boom. There you go, you know?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And plus, too, I liked the camo stuff in Black Ops 4 better than Black Ops 3. 3 was just boring. I like camo grinding, so Black Ops 4's was way more interesting for me.
Like I said, I enjoy. I definitely felt that the Easter eggs in 3 were better done. But you know, and I won't say that one is supremely better than the other at all.
They're both
'Cause I know-
broken as shit.
Yeah.
Do you know how many
I'm
times
not
I
saying
did
3's
that?
bad.
I also like the guns in 3 more.
Do you know how many times I did that one Easter egg for the what's the last map that Black Ops 4 made?
Oh,
Oh no, I stopped playing Black Ops 4 halfway through it.
The remastered
It's-
Call of the Dead.
yeah, I can't remember what it's called, though.
Dude, I did that Easter egg 4 times and it didn't count a single time.
Mm-hmm.
Like it didn't count for the trophy or anything. I did that 4 times and didn't count a single one of them. Like I think when you have something as simple as that that's broken, like what are you doing?
But I guess I also like Black Ops 4 for being, or Black Ops 3 for being able to go back and having, you know, the remastered zombies. That was huge to me, being able to play. You know, and yeah, Origins didn't come back perfect, but Origins was still Origins to me and was incredibly fun. Yeah,
I
the
soloed
mud
the
was
Easter egg on that.
yeah, the mud was fucky as shit in Origins, but it was still a good. It was still probably downright the best designed map that they've ever come up with.
I feel like the idea was cool. They could have done away with the mud a little bit. I feel like the mud could have been toned down a little bit, but other than that, it was a great map.
Hey, a Lodestar! I think. What is this?
Oh, dude, you guys remember trying to get on top of the vault? The tower? Just me?
Remember when the vault was actually a vault?
Yeah. Now it's just a console on a wall. Doesn't make any fucking sense, but whatever.
Yeah, Best Bud, when you get here, you want to help me get the Lodestar too? Actually, it wouldn't be too hard to do with an off-road vehicle.
In my opinion, Black Ops 3, custom zombies on Black Ops 3 is just it's better than anything Activision has come up with in the past like year, 2 year, 3 years.
Well, that's also because, you know, the zombies community actually gives a fuck.
Like yeah, obviously some of the maps are just retarded, but like Wait, why was I loyal to Dead Orbit? Oh, that's right. I was trying to get the exotic cloak. That's the last thing I needed for the exotic armor, I think. Was the Dead Orbit cloak. It's kind of wild. I had 2 Titans and a Hunter. Or no, not all the way around, 2 Hunters and a Titan. I didn't even make a fucking Warlock. I had one at one point, but I do not like playing Warlock.
Yeah, me neither. I really did not like their jumps.
I hate it. I'm missing 2 exotic weapons, and I know what one of them is. I don't know
What
what
are
the
you
other
missing?
one is. So I'm missing the rank 5 like gunsmith hand cannon. The exotic the first curse, I think is what it is.
Oh, yep.
And then there's one that I don't know what it is.
What category is it
Oh,
in?
it's the chaperone.
Oh, you don't have the chaperone.
No, the first curse and the chaperone are the only 2 exotic weapons that I had never got. I have every other exotic weapon in the game.
Yeah, I don't have all the exotics from the raids year 3.
Oh,
I
dude,
don't
so
have the Vex Mythoclast.
funny enough, so you know how they were released on like a weekly basis, like one would come out one week, the next would come out the next, and they'd be like the weekly featured raid.
Mm-hmm.
So I got every week that one came out, I got every weapon for the raid in that one week.
Wow.
I literally did the raid 3 times. I did the raid on all 3 characters and got like every weapon. I was so hyped.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty sure it was my last run. I can't remember which one it was. I think it might have been. Which one was the last one to release? Was it the Wrath of the Machines?
I think so.
It was like my last run of that, and I was still missing. I think it was either the scout rifle or the pulse rifle. And we got down to Axis, and I still didn't have it. And I'm like, dude, I'm getting kind of nervous here. And it dropped from him. I was hype.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, I'm really not trying to wait another 3 weeks to do it again and get the gun.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, some of the most fun moments I've ever had in D1 and D2 was that completing the raid for the first time after suffering through it for a few hours, you know? And and when you finally hear that boss scream and die.
Dude,
That-
that was the best feeling.
Mm-hmm. Or like for me, it was also Skolas when I beat him at level when he was actually
Dude.
really difficult.
I was there when we did it, Best Bud. I remember your fucking. I think you cried that night.
I didn't cry that night, but I do remember laughing my ass off at a Titan falling through the frame.
Dude,
Savage,
Skolas-
did you ever hear that story?
No.
So you know the Skolas fight, right? Where it's 2 boss fights and where you have to defeat the giant servitor and then Skolas himself.
Yeah.
We got to the servitor fight, and I was joking around doing, the Titan thing of rushing ahead of everyone to charge in. I was in the middle of jetpacking. As the cutscene flashes, servitor spawns in. All you see is my Titan body drop through the frame at fucking light speed right in front of him. And it spawns, the servitor looks at me and I'm almost dead. I'm like, fuck! Like, I even asked, was that me? I was like, was that me? Cutscene ends, I'm standing right in front of him. I'm like, yep!
Who was the third person with us there?
I think
If
it was
your
Eric.
first time beating it, if you log into D2, it actually tells you.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is kind of cool. I wish they did I wish they had that on this game too. Like that same cutscene that told you what you did, like everything with like
Oh,
it told you who was there.
I had to sit through that cutscene across 3 characters because, and I'm not joking when I say this, I have done everything in D1.
I have too.
Me and Best Bud, I think Best Bud has 2, except for acquiring the original or acquiring Pocket if you didn't finish.
Pocket
No,
Infinity.
I did get that finally and tried it out a little bit, but it was
Okay,
way
so-
after it was even viable.
The year one exotics, there are. See, I only counted as 2 because I definitely had this one, but for some reason it doesn't say I ever got a No Land Beyond in year 1, which I definitely
Mhm.
did.
It didn't
It's
count
just
me
like-
as having Pocket Infinity either, even though I even sent Bungie the screenshot of the quest complete log. I'm like, it's right here. I did
The
it.
only 2 exotic weapons I never got were the Necrochasm and the Lord of Wolves, which was like that 5-round burst shotgun thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I had
remember the
everything
Lord of
except
Wolves.
for Hawkmoon.
Until year
dude,
2.
Until the day of
loved
year
it.
2. And Sabagi didn't believe me when I said I was up all night waiting for year 2 to start because of the preload.
I don't remember, dude. That was a really long time ago.
I know.
Dude, I remember when Taken King came out, I was still in college. I remember waking up at 5 that morning, and I was like, God, I just want to go back to sleep. I'm like, wait, Taken King. So then I got up and I played through the whole story and killed orcs in the story missions before I even went into school that day.
Dude, I would have said, fuck that, I ain't going in. I wouldn't have gone in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That
me
was my
and
first
Best.
semester of college.
I think-
So yeah, you probably
Best,
do
but
have
me
to
and you
go in.
were already hunting for like the high level gear to try and get raid ready, weren't we?
Mm-hmm. And I still remember laughing at Eric for like 8 months with his inability to get boots.
Oh God.
Dude, there was always
By the
that
way, you
one
might have
piece
to
of gear
restart
that you
your
never
session.
got.
No, the funniest thing was he had 302 boots, and everything else was 320, and he could not get better boots. The funniest thing was we did like we call him the Gilgamesh, but I think it was Golgoroth or
Golgoroth?
something. Yeah, we
Yeah.
did the Gilgamesh fight, and he was like boots, and then he looked in his menu, they're 300.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he got totally teased by it. He had 300 level boots.
That was
That's-
like the funny.
Hey,
And
wait, is anything
what,
possible?
wasn't it like? No, it
It was because we did the hard mode, and he got the easy mode boots, which max at 300.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. I
Dude,
remember
that
setting
would
a 319
suck.
forever because I couldn't get a ghost.
I always thought 335 was the cap for that.
That
it
was in the April update.
Yeah, when
Oh,
they
so
brought
they
back
let you get
the
better ghosts
house,
and everything.
when they brought back the Prison of Elders,
Okay.
Mhm.
and
See,
getting the
I-
335 took fucking forever.
I took a long.
Honestly, it was better for me than it was getting the 320. I got 3 characters.
So
335
pretty
in
much,
like a
I got
month.
my PS4 that Christmas, and dropped Destiny for like 3 months, and then I picked it back up again because I missed it.
Max Light
And
in
that was
D1
after
was
the April update.
Max Light in D1 was 400, wasn't it?
Yeah, hey Wolf,
Yeah.
can you like reset your session or
Yeah,
something? 'Cause
one-
I can't join you.
Once I get to this tower.
Yeah, it's 400. But dude, I remember staying up for like hours too in raids with people.
I remember staying up past to like 2, 3 in the morning with Wolf and rolled one up and other people there playing like Taken King for the first time, and Wolf was like drunk. 2 other guys I swear were high, and then the
They
other
were
3
high.
of us were just fine. Yeah, 2 of the guys
Dude.
were high.
Yeah, and it was Meth Meows. He's still on my
Mhm.
friends list too. He was always yelling at you about staying on your damn plate.
No, that was
Dude,
you.
No,
I
I
was
was
up
trying to give
until-
Oryx hugs.
Dude, I was up
Yeah,
until
and also you're also stay on your damn plate.
I was up till 5:30 in the morning running trials one night. We almost did flawless on all 3 characters in one night.
And I only did flawless once, and I got carried for it. Well, not really carry, but I got like one of those like carry groups, and I ended up pulling my own and having over a 1 KD in it. But still,
Yeah, we ended up pulling our own weight, but we did it on the first character, and it was like 12:30 at night. It had taken us like a solid like 3 hours to do. So we're like, I mean, everybody was like, we were into it, and we were going off. So we're like, yeah, let's hop onto our next character and do it. And we were so into it that we went flawless again. So we're like, all right, you know what? We got a third. And keep in mind, this is like 3 in the like close to 3 in the morning already. We're like, all right, let's do it again. Let's run it back. It's literally like 5:30 in the morning. We're on 8 wins, and we finally lost a match. And we luckily we had that boon that allowed you to take the L once.
Mm-hmm.
but we were so scared to continue that we were just like, nah. We all went to bed with 8 wins on our pass. And the next morning we woke up and we tried running it, we lost again. We were so pissed.
Mm.
Dude, we were livid. But dude, I remember, I don't know if you guys played year one, but I remember when Thorn was like the
Yep. I
dirtiest
also remember
shit.
the hand cannon apocalypse, and it was so sad because that was my favorite weapon. Was a hand cannon.
Dude,
Oh
I
yeah, when they
when they
hit the
mass
hand
nerfed
cannons
hand
with the
cannon.
fucking nerf.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I remember in year one, Hawkmoon was my hand cannon. Like I had one and I didn't even know it was good until one of my friends like lost their
remember your-
shit on me because they found out I had a Hawkmoon and wasn't like and didn't know how good it was because they didn't have one. They got tight at me for having
I remember
one.
getting my Hawk Moon. We were going through.
You know,
Wolf
I-
Wolf was at the what is it, the first like boss fight of the Vault of Glass,
Yeah.
and their sixth guy dropped out. So then he said like, hey bud, come in here, get in here. We need another person. So then I join in, and then we go kill that boss, and we get to that chest in between that and the Oracle room, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, you're talking about the Templar, not
yeah, the
not-
Templar.
Yeah, Templar,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, the Templar. Yeah, I meant the first boss fight of the Vault of Glass. Yeah, but Templar. And we got to the chest after the Templar, and I opened it up, and I got a Hawk Moon, and I remember how much Wolf was like going on and on about how he wanted to get a Hawk Moon and this and that, and I'm like,
He pulled one.
He was silent, and I was like, oh no, oh no. And so I was like,
Everyone in the
"Well, but
party
you already
was wondering why I was silent.
Everybody
I
in the
know
party was like, Best Bud, what's going on? It's like, oh no. Did you already have that? No, this is new to me. Oh, then why are you so sad? Because I just lost a friend. You mother!
You motherfucker!
Dude,
You know how
I
long
know-
I've been looking for that?
I know I told one of you, but who's the one I didn't tell about my time joining Vault of Glass at the very end?
Oh yeah, when you got the fucking Vex Mythoclass.
Wait, Pippa, did I tell you or no?
No, I don't think you told me.
Okay, so, alright, so keep in mind, I'm like, this is PS3 days. So, like, there's no, like, party system that you can join and figure out what everybody's doing. So one day, I'm just, like, casually on by myself, like, just doing stuff, like, grinding strikes and stuff. So I got bored, I was like, alright, what's everybody doing right now? So I'm like, alright, I just, like, look through my friends list, and I see one of my friends, like, with a group of 5 people, and I'm like, alright, you know what? I'm just gonna join them and see what's going on. I join them and literally hear everybody like screaming at each other. So I'm staying quiet, like, and I'm still loading in. And then like all of nowhere, all of them get mad hype, and like all of a sudden like I see rewards pop up on the side of my screen, and I'm like, oh, what's going on, dude? Okay, so I'm literally still quiet, and like. I'm running, like, they're all, like, hyped because they just beaten Atheon while I was joining in. And so everybody got rewards, including me. And guess what my rewards were?
You got the Vex Mythoclast and a Fatebringer?
No, I pulled more than one exotic, dude. I was dropping in, and before I even had the chance to drop in, the rewards popped up on the side of my screen. I got a Vex Mythoclast and a Hawkmoon.
Oh.
And before I even had the chance to like spawn in, I was kicked. I was kicked immediately. They were so pissed.
I remember when me and Eric were joining into a
Dude.
Crucible match because we were gonna go like Crucible match hunting just to get legendaries and stuff.
Mhm.
And we joined in like, and we heard we weren't even flying in yet, and we heard Shax talking about like, it was a good victory, Guardian. And then we're like, wouldn't it be so funny if we got legendaries now, even though we didn't do a damn thing in the game? Well, we
You
got
probably
to the end
did,
screen.
because this is
We
more
got
than
to the-
often what happened.
We got to the end screen and we both got a spare change 25.
Yeah, dude, I'm not surprising, because like I remember absolutely carrying teams, and I'd be the only one on the team that wouldn't get a reward,
Mm-hmm.
even though I'd like double everybody's score at least.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I found that Royal BM17.
Hey,
Like
I still can't join you.
even people on the enemy team would get like, and then you had the one lucky bastard every once in a while who'd get an exotic out of the Crucible.
Mm-hmm.
Which now that I think about it, never
Bean
only
started
happened
streaming
twice.
the Easter egg, called it "End My Suffering."
Yeah, I saw that on my feed. He did it yesterday too, or the
Mhm.
day before or something. Dude, this game is so valid. Why did they have to go and ruin this franchise? They had a great thing running here. Like, why did they have to go and change something that was never broken?
I still don't know why you can't fucking join me, Best Bud.
Oh, dude, the shader kiosk. I forgot about this.
Remember when shaders were good?
Yeah. Dude, I remember throwback to when shaders didn't affect cloaks. And you had to find a cloak that actually matched your outfit with your shader.
Best Bud, for the longest time, I think I'm remembering this correctly, had the one of the all white shaders.
It was
And he
probably the
had,
Ball of Glass one, wasn't it?
I'm not sure, I don't remember. And he
I
had
think
a
Chatterwhite is the
and
one
he
with
had
the
and he
all
had
white
a,
one.
and he had a pure white cloak. I don't
You're not
remember what
remembering this right.
it. No, I'm not. You had a cloak of some kind that matched the shader just so beautifully.
It wasn't until year 2 when we had the hard mode raid for King's Fall that
Oh,
they.
the Ascendant Plane shaders.
It
What it
was the
was for
one
having all of the hard mode armor.
I can't remember which one it was, but it was the one that had like the bright greens and the white
Yep.
and the black. And the
Yep.
cloak that I had on for as long as I remember was the Venom of Ikahika. It was like the black white, or the green white black combo with the snake on it.
Oh,
And
is that the one
actually,
from what's
It's
his
from the
face?
Traveler.
The Traveler or the Speaker?
yeah, from the
Yeah, the
speaker.
speakers are. Hey, remember when the speaker was a thing?
Man's got killed in
I'm-
like 2 seconds in the second story.
I'm just not remembering. I'm like, yeah, he got fucking wrote off out of the game after being like a major important figure in the first game.
Well,
This fucker got murdered in 5 seconds because we took our eyes off him. What the fuck?
dude, if you ask me,
Yeah.
like, I feel like he was supposed to play a bigger role in the first game, but he just didn't really do much other than
Mhm.
just like tell you about what's going on.
Well, and
And
this
not
is
even,
something.
and really not even do that.
Yeah.
And this is something that I'm gonna speak my mind on. I do feel that Activision pushed D1 out too fast.
Well, that's what's happened with both games. It's Activision pushes it out too fast, and Bungie doesn't have enough time to actually fully develop the
And
game.
now that Bungie is by itself, they're taking a ton of time to do D3. It's been confirmed. D3's in like the third Destiny game, I think, is coming 2 years from now.
What they did was they're pushing it back. It's gonna be released late 2021. It was supposed to come out at fall this year, but they put it. What they did was they announced that they're taking a year. They're pushing Destiny 2 back another year, and they're probably not going to do any major expansions. They're probably just going to keep doing seasons like they've been doing. And they're just like they're working on Destiny 3 from the ground up, rebuilding it.
Yeah. And I think I understand why, because and I may be wrong on this, they may be trying to re-implement the D1 system because of how successful it is and how many people are going back to it.
Mm-hmm. Which, I'm not gonna lie, the only reason I'm giving Destiny 3 a shot is for that reason.
But and this is why I'm holding out hope, because I am gonna say this: D2, despite all its faults, did have a better overall system and story. And by system, I meant loot drops in a way before they fucked it all to high hell. You had to work to earn your shit. I didn't mind that. Yes, you had to grind for it, but if you did it enough, the public events were rewarding as all hell. They were probably more interactive than what public events were before. You could do public events and turn them into a full-blown strike for the most part if you did shit right. And
I remember his mic. Did I just?
Yeah, my mic just got out. Sorry. And I appreciated that factor.
I don't know. I feel like the public events were just like, if one popped up, I just left the area. It wasn't like, oh, I'm just gonna stay and do this. It was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this. I just left the area. At least that's how I saw them, especially in D2 for a little while. Like, it was like, yeah, no, this is not happening.
I don't know why you can't join my game this, but
you guys still can't join each other?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys remember the tree in the tower?
The one you mean the one that everyone would fucking hop around on for 8 hours?
Yeah. You're just waiting for your raid group, so you just go hide in the tree. You'd either hop in the tree, you'd hop on top of the vault if you knew how. What are the other spots?
But and the other thing that I would love to see in D3 is a complete overhaul of the strike system, to where we're not necessarily always fighting a goddamn boss, but to where at the end of it,
Alright, Pinhead, your time is up.
do you know any way around getting someone into a game even though it's not wanting to load them in?
What do you mean?
Bestbud can't join me whatsoever when I create a game. Yes.
I have no fucking clue then.
No, purple ball.
Oh, whoops. Loaded into single player by accident.
Anyway, if they were to do the strike system, I want them to do like they kind of did towards the end here, where there's like, it's not just the same boss over and over again. Like that, there's like different variations of the strike that you could get. Like, I know at some point you really can't do much in terms of like releasing new content, but as long as they have the different variations of the strike.
Well, and that's what I did enjoy, like, as year 2 ended going into year 3, because that's when you started seeing the Taken bosses take over, and then you had all the variants going on.
What they did was they splurged the original strikes in with the Taken versions of it, and then you added the Siva versions of them, and you had like, I'd say over like 20 different strikes you could do.
And I will say this, I did think the Siva Fallen and everything were really fucking interesting. They were annoying as fuck.
They were hard, like,
yeah,
they were hard. They were not messing around.
It felt so satisfying to fight an enemy again that wasn't fucking around.
That and when the Taken first came out, dude, they were Especially
do
with
you
like
wanna-
the goblins and stuff.
Do you want to try coming to SnowRunners to see if you can join my game?
Me?
Yeah, before you do.
I'm doing an Easter egg!
I know you are, but I want you to try getting into the game.
Dude, I am literally like in the middle of doing an Easter egg.
Hey Bean, I know you've been spending like 3 hours doing this, but you just like quit and
Could you quit
help?
just like doing that for a minute and just, you know, come over and join this entirely different game just to go back? Yeah, fuck you, Steve.
Yes. Do it.
Piss off.
That, and I hope they do what they did with this game and they make it so that the raids are actually rewarding after their time has passed.
And not as annoying as fuck as what the raid became. And
Dude, D2 raids are just annoying. I do not like
I'm sorry, but the Leviathan raid, the other two that they came out with, the semi raids,
Eater of Worlds and the other one.
yeah,
The Vex one that
those
was
two-
literally just another strike.
those two were literally
Chrono Destiny
far
2.
better designed than the Leviathan raid itself was.
Dude, me and this guy are literally just playing catch with the purple ball in the tower. What?
I'm laughing at a picture here, Wolf, of some
I
One
don't
guy
remember where I
on
put him.
SnowRunner. He's like just posted a picture of, well, shit, and it's his truck out of fuel like 5 feet from being able to refuel at the gas station. Okay, I know you don't want to, Wolf, but can we just see if you can join a mine? If we join a mine and you can join it, then try doing yours then, you think? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, Minka.
The only thing I hate about that is that when you get new, because I don't think I get access to any vehicles you unlock.
Yes, you do.
You get access to buy them.
Yeah.
Even, but I probably can't because you've already gotten the Hummer, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, that's
I got
good.
that
You,
when
got
I
it. You
locked
have
my
to be
load,
in
so-
the game when he gets it.
So.
Oh!
But yeah, if it keeps doing that thing of where you can't join me best bud, I might just, and I hate to do it, but I might as well just reset my game and go in. See if that works. Let me know when yours is set up.
Mine's set up now, so.
Because it's getting annoying as, like, I'm, the only way I see around getting around this issue is to delete the game and re-download it.
I don't know. I don't know if that would even work, honestly. I think this is just a thing where they have to wait for an update to come out and see what it happens.
Yeah,
Well,
the
and
game
I
is
just-
buggy.
I don't.
I
I
like the
really
game
don't
also.
understand why I have no issue joining you, but you cannot join me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Please note that you do not have any retained trucks. This may limit your selection in multiplayer. I have 3 right here. I'm also gonna keep the Royal BM Patrol for the time being.
17.
BM 17.
Dude,
Whatever.
me and this guy have just been walking around for the last 5 minutes, just passing the purple ball back and forth.
Oh yeah, that's what you
I
do.
don't
in
know.
the town.
I sold the Royal because it didn't have a diff lock, and that is really big help in some of these areas.
Like, screw the rest of this game. This is prime Destiny content right here.
Oh right, yeah.
Shit, I mean, me, Keith, and Cole, and I can't remember who it was. We were waiting for someone to join us for a raid, so we had a 2-on-2 soccer match with the referee in the tower in D2.
Best bud, you want to know how much money I have now?
How much?
I have $346,000.
Should we warn
Jesus.
them what will happen? No, I don't think so. That would be a terrible.
I could buy the Paystar, the Lodestar. I could buy everything.
How can I keep count when you all die so quickly?
I guess the Lodestar would be worthwhile to get one.
The Lodestar? Which one's that again?
The one you drive around.
Oh, the
You've
F-2070.
been struck down with something. It best to lie down.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you get that as one of your starting trucks, I thought?
Yeah.
Yeah. Be useful to be good to keep that one.
Well, I can buy it, I should say, but I found it in Alaska. And it's like, oh hey, I could tow this. Oh, I don't have an off-road vehicle.
Well now, this is going
I just
to be
think-
quite a lot of mess.
Yeah, all I have access to right now are the all-terrain tires. I need to get to level 8.
Signals its arrival. It fades. Well, I suppose they signal me being on fire.
Is there a limit to the number of trucks you can have out at one time?
Out at one time? I don't think so. Might lag the hell out of your game if you have a whole bunch, but
Well, we're gonna try it.
Dude, how many purple balls are in the tower?
You are an unsightly blemish that must be surgically removed.
There's 3 of them just chilling here.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, kill a Hirsch von head to toe.
Well, Veep, if you want to, we can go back in years and try so I can join you now, then you can join me.
Papa Richthofen is very proud of your headshot accuracy, Dragon Child. Work, Junior.
How does this thing not break its suspension with the diff lock always on?
Because it's designed for it. Yeah, that was the scout that I lost there. That's an awesome truck.
Feed, mein Drachen! Feed!
There's apparently an upgrade here in Alaska for it.
I hope the laser beam is not too bright. I've recently developed quite sensitive eyes.
Trying to see if I can get it. I mean, hell, just being able to get to rank 8 might... Oh, Jesus, where the fuck did you get that thing?
Alaska.
That thing must go through everything, just about.
Looks important. It's best that I...
Oh, we got a pipeline in front of us. Let's see if I can go through that.
I think it is. I was right. It wasn't.
Ow. This thing's a beast, Jesus.
This thing is very hard to steer, though. This way?
Yes.
Oh god, the dab emote.
Remember when emotes were fun?
I remember when we stood around I don't know if you were in this group, but we stood around one time before doing the, I think it was King's Fall raid, and we were laughing around like, oh, hey, look at all these jokes, look at all these, emotes everybody can do, all these dances. And my friend E-Man went up and was like, okay, guys, ready for this? This is my new one. And it was the fingers one, you know? Like the finger guns. And that's all it was. It was so funny.
Just do it one.
Where you gotta go? Hi, buddy.
That way. That you're trying to go. There's an... Oh, I see the part, actually. Hold on. I might be able to get to it myself.
I see it
maybe.
now, yeah. It looks like you're having trouble.
Probably help if I went into low.
Volume.
I'm kind of driving over the part right now, sorry. You get it?
Yeah, it's for the Freightliner.
Oh,
Not that I mind, it's just another part for a vehicle I might get today. Alright, there's another one up in the mountains. Yeah, there's also the one by the pipeline, actually. I think you could help me get that one.
you want that cat still out there or
I
what?
would say thank you, but I know I really deserved it anyway.
The what?
You want the caterpillar still out there or you want me to take something else?
Whatever you think's gonna do best out there on the terrain. Oh, is that your new one?
Yep.
Let's see. So... Fuck that stop sign.
You just want to go upgrade hunting for a while here?
Too close for my liking.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that.
When they do.
Alright, cool.
I mean, the only thing that sucks is that I have to go back to Michigan to find the upgrade for the better gearbox for the Lodestar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, plus the only
you could borrow mine if you want to as well. Remember, you can use any of my trucks here.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking at the best route to go to get. Might just be easier to go to the drilling site than go that way around it. So.
Trident en route to your position.
And the funny thing is that I only need, we could probably do a couple missions and I could get to rank 8 and I'd have deep off-road tires for this thing, which I think would probably Granted, all-terrain is doing really nicely in all this, but
I mean, I'm having
you
to
know,
let go of the throttle because of this because of that. But I mean, this thing is a beast. But I've already used up 22 liters of fuel.
oh, whoops. Back up. We need that road back there.
Target departing.
Yeah, if I remember right, that thing's just like a gas guzzler, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is?
The Ankh.
Wait,
The,
Best Bud,
the military truck.
Oh.
I don't have good mud. Oh, I got out. Like I said, S-Class power is just phenomenal on any vehicle. I'm not even holding the gas. Oh, winch snapped.
Wait, what is this? I really should know.
I guess that's why the Lodestar is the best scout outside of the fucking APC.
Incubator till you can
I don't know. Bean likes the Hummer.
I love the Hummer.
Commencing incubation.
I like the Lodestar because I can carry an extra 100 liters of fuel with it too, so I can go long distance.
I like the Hummer because it can carry an extra 80, which is more than enough. It's literally an entire extra tank. And it also, I can carry repairs for it.
So can the Lodestar. Pickup chassis add-on is nice.
I'm not even in low right now.
Help. Help.
I have endured many trials and horrors on my long quest. Those Soapites are up
Go.
there. They're up there.
Onward,
Oops.
Steed.
Hold that tree right down.
I am feeling quite smug, knowing that I was the real pioneer of such technology.
Oh, fuck. Best Bud, help. I have become a turtle. Oh, God. Come
Come
on,
on, Jeffrey.
Oh,
Jeffrey the jellyfish.
I have become a turtle. Okay, I'm good. Thank you. That
Better to
thing
sneak
is,
in front there.
that thing is even more powerful than your fucking Fleet Star, ain't it?
Yeah, this thing is a freaking tank. And guess what? I only had to get one upgrade for it, and that was the race suspension. This is the basic engine on it.
Nice. How much fuel does it carry overall?
200.
Oh.
Yeah, I've already done the 143.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm kind of hoping that I can get an engine that's maybe a little more fuel efficient, or maybe not as powerful, because it's a little ridiculous.
Alright, let's see. Now let's just keep forging on to the drilling site. Like I said, it'll be easier to get to that upgrade from there. I really like having the extended winch.
Because all my scouts have the autonomous, because I'm out by myself so many times when I'm out doing this stuff, so... Or don't you just love how I took that corner through a 2-foot snowbank and didn't even get stuck?
Isn't that a Russian truck too?
Password required.
No, this is just an old military truck. When you get it, it has a spray painted camouflage on it, but I painted mine like a solid olive green, so it looks cool. Do you need me to go in front?
I'm fine. Like I said, it's mainly my issue with not having off-road tires, or even chain tires.
Which way are we going? Oil field or town?
Left. Do the oil field. Oh, more mud.
Password.
I just have the bare basic fucking all-terrain tires that have good
An acquaintance
mud
is in a
traction on them.
Tiny pickle. Can you be so kind as to point me towards a functional power core?
My records indicates that you are familiar to Dr. Maxis.
Bro, some of these emotes are mad funny.
Proceeding to Ascension Phase 1.
Also, I forgot about
here.
the bar area in this
to
game.
proceed.
Ow.
Ascension.
Fuck.
Do I even know what that is?
Turned too soon.
No matter.
Oh, we gotta go through the water over the road over here. Just put her in auto here quick and just get across this lickety split.
Summoning dragon. Dragon is airborne.
No, where'd my friend go? No,
We went off to raid.
he's gone. I was actually gonna friend request him.
Hey, I got the engine for the Caterpillar and Twin Steer.
Don't you love how I just pulled you right up over the rocks and everything?
Incubation complete.
Hey, we can grab this trailer, can't we? This is a free fuel trailer.
Feel.
Oh, I might need that. Look out.
After the island, I believe I
Look out.
would never again in hell such foul odors.
Alright, I'm full. Why do you carry so much fuel? I run out every 10 seconds. Oh. Ow. Alright. Alright, next upgrade is... Zambi!
Apparently, the next upgrade is zombie.
Next upgrade is Zombie Lover 212.
One hell of
Dude,
an
that's
upgrade.
special.
Holy crap, guys! Look, I just unlocked the Herkadurka for Zombie.
You're that special. You're that upgrade
Wait,
that
you
like
what?
it's available.
Me
but
and
nobody really
Wolf
knows
are
why.
me and Wolf are upgrade hunting here in SnowRunner, and I was making a joke because we just got. He's like, "Oh, I got the engine for the Caterpillar and the Twins here." And it's like, next upgrade is. Then you joined in. So it's like next upgrade is Zombie. It's like, holy shit! I just unlocked Herkadurka for Zombie.
Zombie's that one upgrade that like, it's there. It's very like, it kind of flaunts in you in your face that it's there, but it's like that one upgrade that you, if you know you get, you know you're gonna regret it later.
Especially in GTA. That is like the fucking honest truth. I am sorry, Zombie. So what does this upgrade do to you? It makes me fall into madness sometimes and just kill my friends for no reason with a vigilante. Oh. Help.
Are you
Yeah,
getting
but
stuck?
see, still, even if you guys are dying, it's still comical. It's not like I'm just abusing the hell out of it and being a total
Come on,
dick.
come
I'm
on,
just making
Wolf.
it
I'm
interesting.
pulling a fuel trailer through here and I'm right on your bumper.
Dude, my friends joined a random public lobby the other day, and we're just flying around in an Avenger, just killing everybody.
Oh, they're those guys.
Yeah, they don't. They've actually never really do that, but I guess they were just feeling it.
I'm
I
guessing
wouldn't
they're the
mind
kind
it
of
right
friends
now,
like
just
they
off the
have all the
break.
money, but yet they don't know how to actually fight.
See, what you gotta
Oh,
do is you gotta
oh,
be the
Zombie,
kind of
like the
person
guy
that has all the
me and
money
you
and just
fucking
gets run over in
tortured.
traffic because you're a cat.
It was like the guy me and Zombie tortured that one day because he kept fucking with you, best bud, and he kept getting into that Hydra and then his laser or whatever, and kept trying to bomb us, and we just
Guys,
me and Zombie were just murdering him.
guys, it's Ducky Duckerson. He joined the tower.
Remember when the game would alert you when someone new joined the tower?
I remember that. Like, it would be like, so-and-so just flew in or something. Dude, do you remember that? So, plot holes that were never really explored. Whatever happened to the stranger?
Fly, mein Drachen! Fly!
Remember that one bitch that would follow you around for the entire story, and then at the end of the story, she'd actually talk to you and then disappear?
Well, it's not necessarily a plot hole. They did explain in D2 that the reason she wasn't around was that she was... I think it was during Curse of Osiris, you get a little blip about why the stranger is reappearing, and it's because she's basically having to fight the Vex off in her reality. It was either that or she was exploring the multi-class. I don't remember which one it was.
Well, she's probably killed exploring the Vault of Glass.
But it's all, like, I don't know why, but I also feel that the rumor that she's actually Praedyth, which doesn't make any sense because you do meet Praedyth. I'm like, God, that would make sense as to why she would want to help you, though.
Wait, when do you meet Praedyth?
So you know the gun Praedyth's timepiece, right?
Yeah.
Praedyth was a guardian that went
Oh, I
into
know
the
that.
Vault of Glass, along with, I think it was Hobble, and then there was one other. There's weapons and armor named after each of them. I just can't remember who the
There was
third one was.
Praedyth, let me check.
Oh, shit's bugged out again. I can't see you guys on the map.
I've seen each and every one of yours.
There's Praedyth's Revenge, Praedyth's Timepiece.
No, not the weapons. It's like there were 3 warriors.
I know, that's what I'm looking at the weapon. Well, because the weapons themselves have the names in them. I just don't remember which. Hold up.
Well, not Atheon's Epilogue, that was the boss.
Oh, yeah.
I think Fatebringer belonged to. He was a warlock, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not.
Yeah.
May not be entirely certain on that. That was something that always pissed people off when I got a Fatebringer. They always were like, "How the fuck can you get a Fatebringer?" I'm like, "I can get a Fatebringer, but you can never get a Hawk."
Wait, so basically, so Destiny servers are still up?
Yeah. They're actually pretty active too.
And like I was telling Savage, they, I was like, yeah, the reason they're up as much as they are is because they literally sold the game at one point for $10, and a ton of people bought it to see how the first game was. And I know one guy, he played D2, he had never played D1. He went back and played D1 and was like, this was a better game. I'm like, yeah.
It was a much better game.
Let's see, do I still even have the extras for Destiny on here? Because then I could probably just do the digital, and then I could...
If you had it on disc originally, you need the disc again.
Yeah, but I have a thing in here right now.
Even if you had all the extras and stuff, I run into the same thing. You still need to have the...
Yeah, you still need the disc. Yeah.
Well, he's talking about getting it digitally, just buying it digitally.
Oh,
buying it digitally.
If you bought it digitally,
so.
yeah, you have to pay the full price.
Destiny,
Versus
the
going out and just
collection,
grabbing
what is
it.
this?
That's everything, basically.
So the old game is still $60.
Yeah, it comes
I
with
mean,
all 3 years
For
worth of content.
fuck's sakes, Call of Duty
it's-
Ghost is still $60, and that game's from 2012?
That Call of Duty was the first Call of Duty that was on the PS4 that came out before the PS4.
And it's
So
still
basi-
$60.
So basically the $60 gets you all of the fucking packs and all that in that.
Yeah.
It gives you access to,
It gives you access to everything.
everything.
Okay, well, fine.
I mean, that's
I'll
if
get
you
back.
plan on playing it a lot. I wouldn't mind if you don't play it a lot.
Oh, I wanna go find the glitch spots again from before.
You paid $60 just to go find glitch spots.
This is a man who spends 8 hours on Warframe, glitching
Dude,
out of the city.
Dude,
He
if
spent
we got-
8 hours exploring Fortuna, finding all the spots he could glitch into.
Dude, if we got 6 of
I
us
found
to
a
play
bunch of
this
those.
game again,
Still even possible, even after all this time of it being out.
if we got 6 people playing this again, full raid team, do all the raids, I'd be down.
Thank you for your cooperation, Anomaly.
Yeah, sorry, Beef. I was thinking I was taking a shortcut. Turns out the thing was flooded with about 3 feet of water, so
What did you
it took
do
me a little
before?
bit. Well, I saw Wolf and took a turn. I was like, oh, he's both into the same road. So I'm like, I'm just gonna drive this way, and I'll go faster. 'Cause it's a wider road. I have a bigger truck. It'll be easier. Well, no, the road was covered in 3 feet of water, so it took me a little longer.
See, now this is why we don't have nice things.
Hey, I got through it, and I'm even carrying a fuel trailer and 2 loads of oil barrels. So it was the real one.
I'm curious then, will I have all my previous characters?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can play with my goddamn warlock again that I've worked on like crazy.
For me, it was the hunters.
I still convinced Vespa to make one of each character.
Yeah, I made one of each character, it's just the warlock I grinded the most on.
Well, that's pretty good then, because then me and Savaga the hunters, Wolf's a titan, and you're a warlock. So
Hunter master race.
yeah, hunter master race.
Hunters beat bitches.
At least I
Dude,
think it was
Titans are the worst.
At least I think I remember it being mainly my warlock. Oh, in about probably a couple hours about to tell you.
Dude, hunters are easily the worst, or not. Titans are easily the worst to deal with.
Not really.
Bitchiest characters in the game.
I want to go back
The shoulder
to.
charge was such a bitch move in Crucible. I'm sorry, but it was.
I
Dude,
want
you
to go
had
back
shoulder
to.
charge. You had
Use my
panic
no-
button, and I'm sure
my
Bubba knows what I'm
no
talking
land.
about when I say panic
Yep,
button.
Fist of Havoc.
Dude, the freaking panic button was so annoying.
You cannot tell me that Arcblade wasn't just as broken.
It really wasn't, though.
It was! It could wipe an entire team in fucking moments!
Yeah, and then you had that one kid on your team who was a Titan and it would
Well,
just
so
panic
because the
button.
Warlock still has ridiculous shit too.
The Titans, yeah, they may have had a panic button, it still could only kill one person unless you time that fucker.
What?
It was a charge up either way.
Yeah, the charge up of the Fist of Havoc still was still
there'd
outbeat
be
by fucking
times-
Slate Dancer.
There'd be times our entire team would be rolling around a corner and then one Titan, like we'd be spread out and one Titan would come out of nowhere around a corner, panic button and kill every single person.
That's not called a panic button then, that's called a tactical strike.
No, it's literally just a
don't tell me
panic
that
button when they
that
run
it-
into one person and panic and press the button.
Yeah, but if
It's
they
not
run
like
into
we were
your...
all next to each other.
Oh no!
Like we'd literally all be running around like in different hallways. Did he flip
May
something
have a
again?
situation here.
Did he just flip something again?
Yep.
Dude, this indeed is why we don't have nice things. This is why other people don't have nice things, because apparently they just get flipped on the way to delivery. It's not DiGiorno or anything, but you know.
It's not delivery.
Well, I mean, that's why I said it's not DiGiorno. Because it is delivery.
Oh, it is. Oh shit. Then it.
Yeah.
It's only delivery now. Contactless at that.
Oh yeah, but too also, if you ever want to get back into 2K with me, my paint beast is broken now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because now he's a 98.
Come on, Vive. Come on, Vive.
And
No.
and we learned over
I'm
time
upside
that
down.
basically right when you reach
Pull me
95,
the other way. Pull me the other way. Look at the way the trader's leaning. Just pull me the other way, maybe.
yeah, I guess I worry about
Wait,
it.
you winched to a rock underneath my truck. How did you manage that?
What? Because I am beef.
I like how they brought back some of the weapons from D1 into D2.
No, more of the beef.
Beef. Oh, hey. Oh.
And down the hill he goes.
Ah, yes. We're good. We're good, boys.
Disarm them. Immediately. 3 minutes remaining.
We're good, boys. Still stuck.
Hey, I'm on my wheels. And I have a winch.
This might be a time for Jeffrey.
God damn it, Jeffrey.
Or
Jeffrey, the jellyfish.
Jeffrey!
Come back, Jeffrey. I need to touch you.
Hey!
Something that you crowns hold more than at least some degree of responsibility for.
No, that's funny because then
Oh,
I
my truck has become just completely encased in mud at this point.
Just do what you need to. Listen out.
And it's
for
even
radios and
tangerines.
things. I'll help wherever I can.
I'll be back in a minute.
But yeah, when I was at work today, there, Wolf, we were like looking at it. Got to be late in the day, and one of my coworkers was looking at me. And he's like, "Do you feel it, Mr. Krabs?" Because we make that joke whenever like your back's in pain and that. So I just look back at him like, "Mr. Squidward, we got a lot of orders to fill." No buts, Mr. Squidward.
So you said you're at a warehouse, bud?
Yeah. Yes.
What the heck with warehouse?
DigiKey.
The
They
what?
are the DigiKey. They are the 4th largest provider of electronic parts in the world, and they have a
okay.
warehouse of.
Electronic
they have a
company,
wa-
okay.
basically
Pretty
Amazon
much, it's an
2.0.
electronic parts reseller. Like they buy in the packages like 50,000 parts from the manufacturers, and they let people buy as little as one if they want to. But I hate them for it. I hate the people. What I really hate is the people who the trays come in like sets of 25, and the people who buy 26. Those are the people that irk me right now.
Send a little note to him. Like, you couldn't just went for the one. You had to have the one extra.
I mean, it's the whole reason why this whole thing works and why DigiKey is such a huge company, but please just order the one tray. I mean, it's kind of funny though, because like there's some of the manufacturers of the parts, when people ask for samples, they actually put an order in for DigiKey to send it because they like our shipping so much.
I will say this much about D1. I did feel that the supers in it, in PvE anyways, were kind of all equal in terms of what they could all do.
I really didn't like
that.
how there was. I didn't like how there was certain supers that were like you had to have like the Titan bubble.
Warlocks were able to fucking nuke a bunch of ads.
The worst part of, I think, the PvE, engageable all-wheel drive, will always be the fact that no
what
matter
truck
what
is
you
this?
tried to do, for the Caterpillar,
Oh, which? Oh, for the Caterpillar semi-cab.
yeah.
I feel like you only had to use a specific super depending on what raid group you were playing with.
Like, at least
No
as a
matter what
hunter, I
rank-
had two options, where like people would be like, okay, you can
That's what-
either...
No.
I gotta get
Oh,
around
that-
you to get this part.
Oh.
Unless it's because you
And-
found it now that I can get it too, but maybe.
And I'd like to actually ever complete one of those.
What?
You never finished the raid?
Nope, we were on the process of Crota on one, but then it got really
dude, we
late
did
at night,
4-man
and
Crota in like a few minutes.
I think even like the new Crota, we can still 4-man it.
my only accomplishment I had was that I was able to run through the beginning part on my fucking own. And I didn't
I
know
mean-
jack shit of it.
During year 2, I got really good at the original Crota, like the easy mode that would have been now in year 2, and I would run it solo up to like the Death Singer or sometimes even Crota himself, and just have like, hey, you guys want to help me Crota's in? Well, isn't that old? Yeah, but I have like 2 boss fights and we're done. Oh, okay. So then I get a bunch of Radiant Shards and use that for,
Most of light.
Glimmer. Yeah, Multi-Light and Glimmer.
Also, the Vault or Crota Zen is literally just a giant strike. That's what I can say. It's not hard enough to be raid.
Except mobs that just keep spawning.
Not even that.
Let's see. I have one more upgrade to get in the main area of Alaska. That's what it is going to be. Possibly a
I'm pretty-
bitch. It's the one up in the fucking mountain. Near the,
let me point
factory.
a route to you quick. Yep.
You get the holy shit mobile out.
Might just be easier to take the main road all the way there.
Ah, that's a shortcut.
But the one thing that always pissed me off about any raid group that I wasn't running, and this is something that I know hunters can't bitch about because Golden Gun and Night Stalker were just supremely effective in any raid. But it always felt like the Titans were always tasked with having to be a bubble, no matter what.
Yeah, that's what bugged me about the raid.
Bubble
is that,
boy,
like,
get your ass over here!
And like, I understood why it was, because the bubble was pretty broken, but it was so fucking annoying that a Titan couldn't use any other super because of it.
That's what I was
No,
saying
we
about
see-
the raids, that like there's a point where it's like, okay, people just said like, okay, you have to be this, you have to be that. Like, for a while, like, the thing is, like, if you have just one hunter, they have to be a Night Stalker. If you get a second one, more often than
They can
not,
do
they're
whatever
also
they
a
want.
Night Stalker. like 90% of the time they're a Night Stalker, but then they're also have the chance to they can use like, oh hey, I have Celestial Nighthawk, let me use Golden Gun. You know?
Unfortunately, I will say Arcblade was useless in raids.
Oh, yeah,
Outside of the
absolutely.
invisibility that it provided.
The invisibility was the only
The
good thing
arc-
Arcblade provided.
The Arc Staff was honestly probably the best thing that happened to Hunters in D2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only good thing that actually happened to Hunters in D2 was the Arc Staff.
Golden Gun didn't really change, and neither did Night Stalkers, so...
Night Stalker actually got worse. Did you know
Oh,
that?
right, because they made the range on it just absolute garbage, didn't they?
Well, no, it was the orbs. It dropped those tiny ass little orbs rather than the normal
Oh, yeah,
size orbs.
unless you were running the Orpheus rig. The most broken fucking hunter item in that game, I swear.
I don't think it was that broken, but it was kind of.
It allowed you, if you hit a group perfectly, you had a super back instantly.
Yeah.
I'll be there momentarily, best, but
Yeah, just watch out in the spot I'm in here, because it's a pretty low, it's a pretty big drop, so you might smash your front end in the ground if you do it. Go too fast.
Dude, I haven't had trail mix in so long.
and then the fucking Captain America shield for the Titans, I think, was way better than the bubble was.
See, you know, like unlike everybody else, the Titans actually got a choice, which I thought was bullshit.
I mean,
I hated
you
that.
had the thing about the supers that were changed for the Titans were kind of needed because, like, once you cast,
Titans are stuck in a bubble.
Once you cast either the Fist of Havoc or the bubble, your super was gone. That was it. And I'm saying nothing about the hammers because even I recognize they were busted as fuck.
Oh god, at least you did. Me and Eric would argue about it. Like I can argue with them until my face was blue.
I happily admitted that hammers were broken, and I was fine for it
He
for a
also
while.
tried to argue that the Blink Strike from the Arc Blade was worse than Shoulder Charges. I completely disagree with.
There was a time when Blink Strike was just as broken. It probably did get fixed because I didn't see it.
It was one of the first things actually fixed in Destiny. What they did was Blink Strike used to like obviously it was a limited range, but
attack.
yeah, what it would do is it would teleport you to the player, or like it would teleport you to where you were dashing, like or meleeing, and then like you'd start swinging, and on top of that it would do the crit hit, like the guaranteed critical hit.
Even if it was from the front, it was so fucking annoying.
Yeah, and it was nerfed really quick. The Hunter literally was one of the most OP Crucible players for all of a month. And then it got nerfed the first time, and then it went downhill from there because it went for a period of I think a year and a half where the Hunter got nothing but nerf every single update. Until they were finally like, okay, yeah, we're gonna slowly start adding things back to the Hunter. They'd add something and they'd nerf something else. They'd add something and they'd nerf something else. It was ridiculous.
I'm slowly making my way, Bestwood. Making my way down.
Throwing knives used to actually be able to kill people. Now you have to hit them and then throwing knife them. Like if it was a headshot throwing knife, it would kill them.
I am accustomed to having beasts do my bidding.
I do know they took away the auto aim for the most part on the shoulder charge.
Like the reason that I get bothered by the Shoulder Charge so badly when I would do Crucible is that you get it back like way more often than any melee or super grenade ability. Like
Well,
you get it back like.
I was gonna say it didn't have a recharge time, but it kind of did.
Exactly. Exactly, it really
Well,
didn't. I mean,
It
like,
seemed like it did.
The thing about shoulder charge, and as someone who used it a lot, because there were ways to kind of, it was a pain in the ass to pull off to counter it, but you could make it do the hit and still dodge the attack. But and I will say this: if a shoulder charging Titan missed his shoulder charge, he was fucked.
yeah, but that doesn't happen very often.
And that started to change a lot more once they took away the auto aim feature of it, which was annoying as fuck, I'll admit.
My biggest problem with Destiny is that it focused way too hard on PvP for it to be a good game. Like it is a good game, but it could have been a great game if the PvP was like a non-factor. Because a lot of stuff that was great for PvE got nerfed because people complain about it in PvP. You know, like the problem is like, okay, yeah, you need to have how do you balance an ability to have like to be a crowd clearer in PvE, but yet people get mad if it kills more than 2 people regularly in PvP, you know?
See, what they should have done,
Like the reduced range they did to Fist of Havoc.
What they should have done was they should have gotten 2 completely separate stat lists and made it so that for PvP these are the stats for this weapon. For PvP these are the stats for the same one. Warlocks got nerfed a few times, but they were only minor nerfs.
What I would have liked to
big
see
was
for
overdone.
Crucible, I thought would have been interesting, would have been like they treat it like an actual sporting event instead of like a fight, you know, where it's like, okay, you go in like you go in like the locker room and you get to pick your armor pieces, and like they give you certain bonuses, you know, like you can have like the recovery, the speed, or the armor, you know, and then you get to pick like a certain weapon, and they have like a whole set of weapons there, like scout and scout rifle and hand cannon and everything, and you just get to pick what you want, and that's what you use to fight in instead of taking your weapons from PvE.
Also, disagree with me all you want on this, but I will say Iron Banner was the best version of Crucible.
Hey V, if you want to wait up a bit, I'm gonna do this mission here quick. Because it's on
Iron
my way.
Banner was pretty fun. And the only reason Iron Banner was fun is back when...
Well, the reason I say Iron Banner was the best version of Crucible was because the rewards you got from it were really good.
Well, that and it was actually like...
I remember the Wrath of Felwinter's Lie.
God, Felwinter's Lie. The most
Okay, game.
I don't care. Log around shotgun.
Game. I am turning to the left.
Are you fucking kidding me?